I was surprised the Patriots were handing the ball off and running it because I was doing the Madden end-of-game math. They were taking some chances running the ball because I kept waiting for it to squirt out and give the Bills one more shot to win the game in the final 2 minutes. Because it's Bill Belichick, it doesn't get questioned. Anybody else, people would have been saying, what the hell is he thinking? Just take knees.
Well, so there was he was going to leave 20 seconds on the board until the little issue at the end of the game with the injury and the timeout, right? So I guess he was looking at he didn't want to give them the chance for Josh Allen to throw a Hail Mary. I'm guessing. Now I don't know. They were going against the wind and that wasn't going to be easy, but either way, I don't know. They played it the right way. They got it done. They don't fumble in those moments a lot of the times. But I guess that would be his logic.
Except week one. When they're closing in to beat the Dolphins.
Right.
They don't fumble except then. But that's they got a gift from Matt Milano, who was injured, and the camera work and the decision as to what they were going to actually show during the broadcast and explain what was happening left plenty to be desired. Sorry, ESPN, but I don't think anybody understood what was going on. They got a gift with the Matt Milano injury without a timeout for the Bills, reset the play clock, and by then it was done. By then it was over.
Well, then it was over, yes.
Yeah. Before that, though, look, unless you're actually trying to get a first down.
Well, I think they were.
You should just – no, but they were running 1 or 2 yards inside. That wasn't going to get a first down.
You mean like what they did all game, Mike? Run inside for first downs? Yes, that's what they were trying to do. I mean, yes, we could bring up a fumble from 12 weeks ago. They don't fumble in those situations. Great. It's a different year now. This is where we started with the clock management. That was like almost perfect of the game. That's where we're starting today. That's your top story. Boom. A non-fumble that didn't happen but could have happened, and it didn't. I mean, holy crap, Mike. That's where we're starting today.
Pete, I don't care if you think Chris is correct. That's only going to make me go at it harder, Pete, until you learn.
It's all right.
I don't need you
Pete's
chiming
right,
in
too. Pete's
when
right,
Chris
too.
is arguing
You're wrong.
with me.
Hey, you're
but
wrong.
What purpose does it serve for Pete to say Chris is correct when I'm
he's
trying
the
to listen to
producer.
you? Come on, Pete. I'm going to start calling you out. All right. Let me say this. I thought of it because Matthew Judon praised Mac Jones, but my point is those were critical plays because they decided to run the ball. He did have to execute a proper handoff. You're talking about a rookie quarterback in that moment, biggest win of the season in hand, and as somebody who picked the Patriots to win and had the Patriots as a best bet, it made me nervous because I'm doing the math and I'm saying unless they really are going to get a first down here, this doesn't make much of a difference. They should just do the snap the ball, go back a couple of yards, kill a second or two, and hit the deck. Anytime something like that happens, I'm thinking Joe Pisarcik, I'm thinking Herm Edwards, I'm thinking, oh my God. And I was actually kind of hoping for it to happen. It's like, oh my God, they're actually handing the ball off in a spot where it's not going to make much of a difference unless they have a reasonable shot at getting a first down, and they didn't. There were a couple of those plays that made me say, holy crap, I kind of hope the ball comes out because the part of me that loves chaos
Well, why?
To see chaos.
What was there was a reasonable part that the ball could come out, but it hadn't come out in the 75 carries they've had before that. Okay, they wanted to get the first down. Well, what do you mean? But at the same time, if they didn't try to get the first down and they kneeled down and Josh Allen threw a Hail Mary and they won the game, everyone would have gone, what? They ran the ball for first downs all game. Why didn't they run for a first down? That could have closed the game out. So Mac Jones did a lot, to your point. Why we're starting here, I don't know. But it didn't work out that way.
Mac Jones should get praised even though he only threw 3 passes.
All right, he got praised.
He did.
You got your best bet. You got it. Don't be mad that you got it. You're the only guy I know in the world that's mad that he got it. Like, relax. You got it. Well, I picked him to win. No. You picked him to win. He looks smart. Let's go.
Listen, you've completely misunderstood the point, and there's no way I'm the only one who was thinking, why are they handing the ball off here? Because it's not going to make a difference. They're running it right into the scrum. They're gaining 1 yard. They're not going to get a first down. They're going to have to punt it. Now, they had the win, so he probably would have rocketed it, into the next county, but they were setting up for the potential of one more shot for the Bills, and I kind of wanted to see him have one. This is one of those games I didn't want to have end. It was fun watching
I'm glad
the
to
Bills
hear that.
drive down.
Right.
And they're driving it down, and you just knew, this is just with the Patriots. oh, you can drive it all you want, but when it gets inside the 20, they're going to stiffen. Something's going to happen. They're going to make a play, and you're not going to get what you're trying to get, which was a touchdown, which would have put them ahead. They had the missed field goal on the one drive. They got down into the red zone.
Yeah, that was big.
And then they had the turnover on downs on the second one, and it's just kind of the Patriots motto, and it's not an accident. It looks like an accident when it happens, but you stack that many accidents together.
Right.
It's the product of good coaching and good execution.
No doubt about it. They're the masters of that. I mean, they're the masters of this type of game, just managing like every situation, the elements, the wind, which way is it blowing, punting, we're not going to throw this way, we will throw that way. I mean, so wait, first off, I'm glad to hear that because I was wondering as I was watching the game last night, are people going to enjoy, or did they enjoy watching that game? Like I did, but it sounds like you did too. I just wondered if
I loved it.
The fantasy world, I'm sure, did not love it. But at the same time, yeah, I thought it was a great game. I mean, wait, we watched an NFL football game in 2021 where the team won that threw the ball 3 times. I would like to repeat that. We watched a football game where the team won and they threw the ball 3 times. That is unbelievable. All right, so wait, I don't know what's more unbelievable. The fact that one team said, whoa, forget it. We don't even want to throw the ball, take a chance of anything bad happening, putting us out of position to continually be in good positions as far as, 2nd and 7, 3rd and 4. We had one team that took that angle because, whoa, we don't even want to throw going this way. Man, even going the other way, we don't really love throwing. And the punting game and kicking game's a mess. That was amazing to me that the one team won with 3 throws. And then the other team had such a freaking quarterback that they just said, wait, it's a hurricane wind? Our guy's got a better arm than the hurricane. We'll just let him throw it into the wind, again, with the wind behind him. It doesn't matter. I really don't know which one was more amazing. To me, I know they made a big deal about the 3 throws. I wish they would have made a bigger deal about the elements, but they did not make it a big enough deal that Josh Allen was still throwing lasers and unaffected by hurricane winds and had a touchdown pass drop. So those are 2 amazing things to me, Mike. Sorry to babble there so much.
What disappointed me is it took them so long to realize Josh Allen could perform in that wind.
Yes, you're right.
The first half they threw 10 passes.
Right.
They threw 20 in the second half. They waited too long to literally throw caution to the wind and just start ripping the ball. They should have been throwing like they were.
Insane.
The sense of urgency wasn't there until the fourth quarter. They should have had the sense of urgency all game long.
You're right.
They fell into the trap of playing chess with Bill Belichick instead of just going out and playing their brand of football.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. And again, I wish I would have been there for warm-ups to see how it went. Because maybe that affects your decision-making, too, as a head coach. If one out of every 7 passes and warm-ups are completed, do we really want to go out there and try to do that in the game? It might be a waste of a play. But I'm with you in the fact that I do think they waited a little too long to just uncork it a little. The guy, obviously, he's gifted. He's maybe the most freaky quarterback in football. And, just didn't throw anything but spirals all night. And the ball cut through the wind. And I think that's one thing that, Sean McDermott, probably watching back that film today, is probably going to look back and go, I wish we let Josh Allen and Dayball have the green light and not worry about the wind so much and just let Allen throw freaking laser beams all over the field.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.